Man, drop that shit for these fuck niggas.
What's your first song?
Right now, Met Gala.
Oh, last week I thought you said it was this.
Right now, Met Gala. Damn. I'm well aware that it keeps changing.
Shit, I'm just getting the beard.
No, last week it was Nasty Girl.
Getting the beard. You think, dog? Man, Jay in the beard.
Was that you asking me to take stuff for y'all right now? Or do I
No, just, you know, fine, we all going back to the office.
Shit, not Jim. All I know is that we're not going back to the office. I can tell you who we are. How about you?
They told us we're going to start Facebook in the back end of July.
Our shit, like, it's not gonna be for us no face shit, no. Like, it's only 20 people out. Like, there's not many of us anyway.
Yo, what's happening? Short Change Podcast. Got the homie Fife in the building. Jay, your boy Rob Mo. Episode 11. We gonna get it cracking. A lot been going on since we last linked. A lot of, decent amount of music drop. Shit, let's jump right into it, man. We was just vibing to that new Gunna. The album called Wunna. Shit, me personally, he delivered. You know what I mean? He did what we expected him to do. I feel like he had some big shoes to fill. Following up, what was that? Drip or Drown 2 was the last project we heard from Gunna?
Yeah, it was.
So Drip or Drown 2, that was when I first got introduced to him. I love the tape. It was in heavy rotation when it dropped. I still listen to it now. So, you know, I was expecting a lot out of him this go round, and with Wunna, I feel like he delivered. I love the way he picks his beats. And he just really an artist to me. Like, he has an artistic side, and it comes through in his music for me. I mean, the album cover, he's a Gemini, so he tied that shit into astrology. I like little shit about that. I know, it's not even really no high level thinking or nothing, but I feel like it speaks to his artistic side. Favorite records off the tape, gotta go with Met Gala. What is it? MOTW is the name of the record. Yeah, MOTW. And I mean, I gotta go with Top Floor with Travis Scott. So overall, I like it. You know what I mean? Definitely gonna be in rotation for the months to come or whatever. What you thinking about it, Fife?
Haven't heard it.
Didn't hear it.
Wow, you ain't heard the Gunna?
Didn't hear the one. Fife says she not just gonna jump and listen to it, nigga. Nigga really gotta.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Would you consider? Do you like Gunna or?
I do like Gunna.
You like Gunna? Just you'll get to it when you get to it.
Yep.
Respect. What about you, Jay?
I liked it.
You like the young niggas.
I liked it a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I've been listening to Gunna for a little minute. You know what I'm saying?
When you got hit?
At least a few years ago, bro.
Word.
Yeah, at least a
What's
few
that
years
song
ago.
he had with Baby and Thug where they like all sounded exact same? Like that song was, but like the song was hard as fuck. But I had no idea it was 3 people on that shit. I thought it was 2 max. But it was good as fuck. That was
Probably OK.
Yeah, it was that shit. When did that come out?
It's on Drip Season 3.
And the Drip Season series is when I started listening to him.
Mm-hmm. That Drip Season tape.
The Drip Season 3 Deluxe is tough. I mean, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But
It's so fucking extra.
one thing I say is, bro started off hard with Argentina.
I'm so hungry.
To be honest, I like that shit a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's a good intro track to set the tone.
Intros is coming back. Y'all feel like niggas is really putting a lot of time and effort into their intros as of last year and a half, 2 years at least for sure, consistently.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I love it. I love it. Set the motherfucking tone. Set the motherfucking tone. Shit. What else y'all been listening to though?
Yeah, what else have I been listening to?
I haven't been listening to much, honestly.
I know you checked out Herbo new shit, the deluxe.
Yeah, I did. It was cool.
How many tracks did he add to it?
14 new songs. It was good too. But I still haven't even really been through. I don't think I got through all 14 of the songs. I haven't really been in the mood to listen to no music. So unless I'm like outside, like jogging or something, I don't be catching it.
Word. So yeah, Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo, that dropped today. For those of you who not really familiar with Freddie Gibbs, he was once signed to Young Jeezy. He had a couple features on Young Jeezy albums. You know, good rapper. I'm not gonna just sit here and act like I'm a fan, but I love this project. Like, I'm definitely gonna have this in rotation. His delivery, the bass in his voice, the grittiness. You know what I mean? He a street nigga. He from Gary, Indiana. Sold cocaine. I love drug dealer rap personally.
Been locked up for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, done got hit with rape charges that he beat. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit. Like he been through it for real.
Yeah. Nigga done caught a lot of shit, and he doesn't hold no punches in the music. Like this motherfucker inviting the police to try him. You know what I mean? And he was like, if I gotta go do a bid for shooting a cop, you know what I mean? Just make sure my people hold my kids down. So he got a track on there with Benny the Butcher. That one cold. He got a Ross feature. The one with Benny the Butcher, that one called Frank Lucas. And it's like they were sparring, and I loved it. Like Benny the Butcher is one of my favorite rappers out right now. Like I bet the house on him in a battle bar for bar right now. Like that's how I feel about him. But overall, the project is just great, man. He got skits on there, and I want to say I slept on Tyler the Creator in the beginning, but he could rap, bro.
Oh yeah, Tyler could spit.
Yeah.
You know what? He had a real good verse on the song he did with Freddie. And he had another real good recent verse on his track he had with West Side Gun.
Was that? Yeah, that was West Side. I thought it was Conway for some reason. That was West Side
Guns. Yeah.
Word.
As a matter of fact, Conway had a track with Freddie too on the shit. But I mean, I feel like even on the songs that he didn't have no features, you know what I'm saying? Freddie, that nigga can rap, you know what I'm saying? He definitely hold his own. He don't even really need features.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that song, Baby Shit. Just rapping about some real shit.
Real talk. This nigga talking about, you know what I mean, cooking up birds and changing shitty diapers at the same time, and that's real. You know what I mean? That's real life shit.
It's real life shit for real. And then, you know what I'm saying, the tape flows together real well because the Alchemist, you know, produced the whole thing.
Word. Yeah, I love Alchemist. Been hot. He been doing all the Griselda shit. Yeah. And you know he just continuing on with it. You know he in his stride right now. He running with that motherfucker. So great project. Yeah. Definitely check that out.
And if a nigga want to get into Freddie Gibbs some more, other projects I would probably recommend would be Bandana, Freddie, and my favorite project of his is called You Only Live Twice. I don't even think he got no features on that motherfucker. That shit right. Word.
So I got an older cousin or whatever. He Gibbs is one of his favorite rappers. He was saying in reference to where this new tape Alfredo ranks in his catalog, he was saying he put it in third place behind the two Mad Lib tapes. Or whatever, and then he said he did mention that You Only Live Twice, so I'm gonna have to go back and check them out myself. But if you're a rap head, you know what I mean, you like historic, you know, original rap, definitely check out that Freddie Gibbs project. What else you been listening to, bro?
Hey, you know what? Before we talk about what else, it's funny we talked about Gunna and Freddie, because Freddie Gibbs actually called Gunna out online.
No.
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah. He called him a snitch.
He called him a snitch.
Whoa. Okay. In reference to the Crime Stoppers video? Let's get into it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Y'all saw the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
How you feeling?
I mean, I wouldn't did no shit like that. I ain't even gonna lie to you, and I'm not even no street nigga. So, Gunna actually did an interview, I think, with the Breakfast Club crew, trying to like explain the situation. And basically he said he wasn't trying to point blame at nobody. He was trying to vindicate his cousin and get the heat off his cousin, who actually did go to jail for what was done, but his cousin didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But kind of by default, he was kind of putting niggas out there that, you know what I'm saying, might have had some involvement with it. So I don't really feel like that's the route to go. I mean, why you get on you know, the camera talking about any type of street shit anyway? I feel like you already shouldn't be doing that. And so Freddie basically said, shit, you hopping on, you know, Crime Stoppers talking about some street shit, you a snitch.
Word.
I feel where Freddie coming from. I mean, I feel where Gunna coming from too. But, you know, everybody make their own choices. Who am I to, you know what I'm saying, say either way? And then my thing is with Gunna, like, bro, that shit was 100% voluntary. It ain't like you up on the stand facing 20.
Right.
You know, like, you with a predicament, nigga, you just did that shit just off the strength. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to.
I feel you. Fight. Is what he did snitching? Black and white? Like, yes or no? Is what Gunna did on the Crime Stoppers clip snitch?
Street niggas shouldn't be on Crime Stoppers, so I mean, if you're a real street nigga and if those are the rules that you follow, you being on Crime Stoppers is just highly questionable. So I mean, did he snitch? I mean, I guess not, but he on some snitch shit. He on some shit that is about snitching. You know what I'm saying? Ted did a Crime Stoppers commercial, and he just did a commercial. Like, he was just saying, call Crime Stoppers, you know, if you want to report a crime. And people called him a snitch for that. So, I mean, it's saying Crime Stoppers is a snitch line. So, even if you're not snitching, you being a part of it.
Being associated.
As a street nigga, don't look great.
Yeah.
Bro, like, this is
a lot of this shit fake, though, so.
That's true. But my thing is, like, this is a life you rap about. You make music about this life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
why when we listen to a lot of these niggas, like, it sound great, and I catch your hits and your vibes.
It ain't
but
real, though.
I like to listen to people that I believe, like, and I'm not just gonna listen to your shit because the production is great. Like, I will in the right environment, but for the most part, like, I wanna believe you.
I ain't passing no
Even
judgment.
if you talking about being on crack, like, I just wanna believe you. Whatever you talking about, that's fine. I just wanna believe you.
Yeah. No, you want niggas to live their raps. I'm not mad at that. I'm a proponent of that as well. Like, I want you to give me your truth. So
what do you think about the Gunna shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. So, like, I've been thinking about it. I knew was gonna get into it today. Did he snitch? To me, no. Should he have been associated with Crime Stoppers? No. I also want to consider, like, shit, he looked, what, like 16 in that video?
No.
You know, I think it's worth noting, like, he's an adolescent. And
when niggas get in gangs, they jump off in that shit when they about 12, 13, 14. So at that age, you know the rules on that stuff. Like, and Crime Stoppers is not even regular. Like, you are going out of your way to do some extra shit, probably because you got paid for it. But that's not even you being caught up in a situation. Yeah, you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So no.
No, yeah, and I get that. I just felt like it was worth noting, and I feel like I don't look at that video and listen to Gunna and feel like Gunna went there with the intentions of implicating someone in a crime. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But when you again play by those rules, like, it's a hard line on snitching and not snitching. Even though niggas is getting passes on the snitching shit, it's a hard line.
Who's getting passes?
Well, you know who got
Takashi's not a nigga.
And he get no pass.
Well, rap. He's considered like a street rapper, though, right? I don't know. Well,
nah, he's considered
he portrays
a
himself
Mexican
to be a
teenager who got a bunch of tattoos and colorful hair. Like, that's who he is.
But I feel you, Rob. That's the lane he was in.
Even still, outside of the music shit, it's street niggas from my crib right now. Like, big time niggas that went and did a bid, and niggas still glorifying these niggas. So times have changed, you know what I mean? But again, I don't think he snitched, but I do think in retrospect he probably wouldn't have did that shit because you still being associated with some snitch shit, like you pointed out. So
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's pretty much my stance on that. So what else you been listening to?
Man, to be honest, I still been listening to some shit we already covered. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Not nothing new jumping out at you yet.
I'm still listening to that Mozzie, man. I'm still listening to the, the Conway joint
Word.
that you put us on. You know what I'm saying? So I still got some other shit I'm going.
Word. Yeah, I mean, you know, not thinking about it, it's not too much music that dropped, but I do want to shout out some partners of mine from the crib. My dog Trail, aka his rap name Flexico, he dropped his second tape. It's called Unsigned. Grew up with bro, we graduated high school together, you know what I mean? I know his story, and you know, he talented guy trying to find his way, trying to feed the fam, man. And it's some real heartfelt music. I was listening to the shit, of course, this morning when I was headed to the gym. You know, I've been back on my gym shit, and my favorite track on there so far probably got to be "Giving Up."
Okay.
And like he really just talking about, you know what I mean, the shit he had to go through just to provide and try to be a man in his household. So I felt that like it was one of the ones like you listening to it, I had to shut that bitch off. Boy, niggas started getting teary-eyed because I could, you know what I mean, empathize with. Yeah, he from the crib, he from Bad Austin. Right. We went to Bad Austin High School together. Then he got this track called Mama. It's on some Dear Mama shit. Like, you know, bro will tell you, you know what I'm saying, we planning on having him on the show soon. Bro will tell you, like, he didn't have the best relationship with his mom growing up, and, you know, he speaks on the record, and I can just remember seeing certain shit that he's speaking on, so you know, that shit really hit home. So definitely go check out Flexico, man. He got 2 projects on Apple Music. The latest one, Unsigned. Check that out. Dude, also want to shout out my dog, Hollywood Evans. He dropped his tape. He dropped When the Smoke Clears. You remember my partner said from Georgia Southern with the beard? Yeah. So he dropped shit. This is like 4th, 5th tape. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good as well. Didn't really have no skips on there, you know what I'm saying? He got great delivery, you know what I mean? It's some more street nigga shit, and you know, I can vouch for like the shit authentic rap. So definitely go tap in with bro too. When the Smoke Clears by Hollywood Evans, and honestly, that's all the new shit I've been rocking with. You know what I mean? There was a lot to consume in one day because those 2 tapes dropped, Gibbs dropped. You know what I mean? So trying to consume all that, but
it'd be a lot sometimes, man. I already know.
Yeah, luckily with the quarantine shit, niggas able to get some
extra time.
For sure, man. So shit, what else been going on out here, man? What y'all been seeing on the social media tip and whatnot? What's been going on in the world?
What's up? Where you wanna
go?
Where you wanna go?
I'm gonna just jump out there, you know, go with the obvious, the elephant in the room.
Hold on. Let me.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tie this in. So, since we was talking about Gunna earlier, I did want to say a clip. He was playing some music on Instagram Live, maybe. Called himself doing inhaling some nitrous oxide. They call it Whip It. Yeah. I never even knew of the term prior to seeing the video. And you know, people was doing their normal judgmental shit. Oh, you know, he's doing Whip It, you know, he's down bad, he just needs to stick with the weed. First off, like, I guess it's a high, I'm assuming. I didn't really look up the shit, I don't plan on trying the shit, but, I mean, what y'all think about that? Do y'all think, you know what I mean, that's an issue? Like, should we be concerned for his health? Like, is that some nigga jumping off, is that a sign of a nigga jumping off the deep end with the drug shit?
That ain't none of my motherfucking business.
I was about to say, I'm gonna keep it G, bro. I mean, I ain't policing no grown man. If you wanna do whippets and inhale dangerous gases and household chemicals,
all these niggas don't have no drugs. They talk about it in all their music. Say I want them to lie.
That's on you.
You want them to lie because they've been talking, like, he might not say I do whippets, but he say he do every fucking thing else. So, like, why not just assume, like, why be shocked when it's some shit you never seen? These niggas is on drugs.
Are you familiar with that shit, though?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it, yeah. Must be some white kid shit.
I was about to say I heard of it, but I ain't never seen no niggas.
I ain't seen no niggas doing it, man.
I ain't know that was something black people did like that.
I feel like I heard of whip it like as like some jail shit. Like not like that though.
It makes sense though. They ain't got access to, you know, they have to do little makeshift
but
shit.
that wasn't nothing like what the whip it I heard. Like that was like whipping up pears and shit trying to make alcohol.
Alcohol, man.
That's different.
Some different shit. Yeah.
Word. Well, shit, Jay. Take it where you was gonna take it. I know. I'm feeling like I know when you was finna take it.
Yeah, bro. Let's just jump into it. You know, so something that's been kind of a big topic lately is the murder of George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And that shit's just been crazy. Like I watched the video. That shit was just heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? knelt down, one knee, put all his body weight on this man's neck for 9 minutes straight. Three, four of the cops there just stood there watching. Man was unresponsive for the last 3 minutes of that shit. I mean, that's murder, and the fact that they just arrested him today, but the fact that it took that long for them to arrest that nigga, I mean, that's just disgraceful. And folks up in Minneapolis, shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? They've been fucking the city up, like straight up tearing that bitch down, and for just reason, I get it, you know what I'm saying? They just had Philando Castile get murdered up there, you know,
officer was acquitted in that case.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, not even acquitted. I want to use proper terminology. Was he even charged? Did he ever get charged?
He was charged and they dropped all charges.
Okay,
yeah,
so
he wasn't
acquitted. Charge was dismissed. Okay.
You know, so they done dealt with this shit in the not too distant past. So I know they fed up with that shit.
Word.
But boy, when I tell you they took that shit to another level, I'm talking about straight up rioting, burning down AutoZone, Target, multiple businesses, police stations, all that shit, bro.
So Pete, I know y'all seen Wheelchair Jennifer.
Oh man, yeah.
Playing victim like white women love to motherfucking do, playing victim.
Man.
She in the motherfucking little scooter joint with the poker trying to poke folks at the back door, fending off the motherfucking
Not
looters.
trying to poke folks. She did poke.
Oh, she poked a couple people?
I think in the back you can hear
She was
someone
stabbing
say she
people.
like stabbed someone in the balls or something like that. Like you hear him saying
And
it
it
in the
was like a
background.
nigga laid out that was stabbed. Like she ain't just have that
Wow.
shit. So the fact that she ain't get really touched,
She
real,
really
I'm
shoulda got
disappointed.
murdered.
I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like do your shit, but fuck that bitch up. Like she not handicapped, she not fucking old, and she trying to stab niggas on the low. Don't let that bitch slide. You spraying her with a fire hydrant. Throw that at her fucking head, bruh.
Yeah, that would have.
Plus, like, who the fuck is you to be trying to stop this movement?
Bitch thought she was
Oh, you
Batman.
ain't the police, bitch.
Bitch thought she was
But they
Batman.
said,
man.
from what I understand, they said she wasn't even trying to stop it. She was trying to keep black people from going in and trying to help white people get in.
I could believe that too. That wasn't
Like,
surprised.
you don't know
I
how much,
wasn't
like, what's
surprised.
true or what
Yeah.
not, but, like,
Yeah.
it ain't even
At
that
this
she
point,
was
they ain't
just-
putting it past her.
Nah, she came with the fucking knife. Like, you came to be on
Bitch
some
came with the
bullshit.
poker. Bitch, we fighting the system. You trying to poke motherfuckers and like, I'm not gonna hold y'all.
From your fucking scooter, bitch.
Like, bro,
Man.
the memes and shit, like in the midst of everything that's going on, them shits brighten my day. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. Like, I got some good laughs out of the memes. Like, niggas caught her with her mouth open and they put Fabo from Tatted Up soundbite on that motherfucker. I had fun with that, man. But yeah, bro, like, here we are again. Tired of white folks killing us, tired of the police killing us, whatever. The same motherfuckers that was put here to protect and serve. So
They were not put here to protect and
well,
serve.
that's the shit they kicked to us.
I mean, but that's cool. We gotta have a different conversation though.
Yeah,
like
we
each
can-
time this is a conversation. Like every time we say that these are the people that's supposed to protect and serve us, we having the same conversation that we shouldn't be having. They're not here to protect and serve us. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they are the KKK and they are actually here to kill us. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Let's just talk about that. And then when we approaching our enemy, we know we approaching our enemy, not somebody that we think is here to protect us. They're not here to protect us.
The system is working how it was meant to work.
That's facts.
And, you know, and that's to our detriment.
Yeah.
And I mean, as a matter of fact, you know, the police, what we know of today as, you know, the policing system in all these different, you know, municipalities, it started off as like some slave patrol shit.
Yeah, honestly,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
man, that shit is just modern day slavery. That's all it boils down to. And Five, you're absolutely correct. You know, I say that and making a mockery of it. Like, bro, they was never put here to protect us. You know what I mean? They was put here to protect the white folks' democracy. You know what I mean? So and then too, like, to not look at them as the enemy until proven otherwise, you being very naive, especially if you look like one of us at this point. You know what I mean?
My thing is, it's so blatant, like, it's so blatant, like, bro, you can't even hide the shit, no matter how they try to fucking spin it or play it off. Everybody can see what it is. Like,
And
for instance,
everybody's so shocked about white people not saying anything, and I'm just like,
I-
where
I
y'all
don't know who the
been?
fuck is shocked about
Where
that,
the
'cause
fuck?
they've been
I don't
not
even have
saying
no
shit.
white friends. Like, where
They
you
been
been,
not
bro?
saying
They been not saying shit. How
They
you
been not
shot
saying
today?
shit.
When I say shit, then it don't bother you. You don't even look in the mirror except the acknowledge the wrongdoings of
That's cool.
our people.
that ain't none of my motherfucking business either. I know exactly where the fuck you stand, and I ain't even worried about you. And I ain't gonna help you, and I ain't gonna look out for you or do none of that shit either. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, you know, like, all of that peaceful shit motherfuckers been asking for, that shit hadn't worked, bro. That shit has never worked. Like, and that's something I want to get into. Like, we got too much divisiveness amongst ourselves. Like, I've seen the multiple side conversations when the big agenda is, you know, right in front of us. I've seen side conversations like, oh, all white people aren't bad. Oh, what about black on black crime? And this is being said by motherfuckers that look like us.
That's wild.
So, first off, I want to say to you, black on black crime is fake. You don't hear them folks talking about no white on white crime, no Mexican on Mexican crime, no motherfucking Indian on Indian crime. They created that terminology to distract us from the fact that, nigga, they're the core problem for all of our problems when in terms of our race thriving. Like, there wouldn't be no black on black crime if they ain't pigeonhole us into these motherfucking ghettos with limited resources and shit. Like, there wouldn't be none of that. And research shows the crime rate within your community is going to be higher amongst each other.
That's who's there. That's who's in the proximity.
Exactly. It's damn near common sense. But as we all in here know, common sense ain't so common. So, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And for someone that look like us to say that shit, like, bro, like, what are you on? Like,
they just on some cool
are
shit.
you that much brainwashed? Like, what? How does that tie in? Like, of course we got our problems within ourselves we need to correct. That's not what we on right now, though. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what fucking pisses me off? When niggas, so black coons or white people, bring up some MLK shit. Talking about, well, this ain't what MLK would have done. He would have protested peacefully. First off, motherfucker.
They killed that nigga.
They killed that nigga. They killed him. And even when he was protesting peacefully, when he was alive, before they killed him, that nigga was getting beat, arrested, you know what I'm saying, hose it down, all that shit.
Even in that, like, they portray a certain image of Martin Luther King to tell the story of him that they want to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, they killed that nigga because his stance was changing. That nigga was starting to feel violence. He was not feeling capitalism at all. He was condemning capitalism in all aspects. And when you start fucking with American money, they stop having time for your ass. And that's when they murked him. But now they preach this story about him being nonviolent and basically a pacifist. And that ain't even how he went out.
They hated that nigga from the jump.
And they killed him for the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell us the right, wrong, way to do this shit. It's no right way to do it. Because it shouldn't be on us to make this right. Like, we the victims. You can't tell a victim how to respond to that trauma.
Exactly.
And you want to talk about some nonviolent shit, what the fuck you think Cap was doing?
We've done it a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
we
here today because all we've
grace.
done is been nonviolent. You know what I'm saying? Like, a small population of people responding right now still don't speak to hundreds of years of us not doing shit. We've been not doing anything. That's exactly why the fuck we here. So if niggas want to try a different route, have the fuck at it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, man. And I feel that, and you know what I mean? And amongst them other side conversations that was going on, I really want to get y'all to weigh in on how y'all feel about conversations such as black women. You know, on Twitter, I've seen a couple of black women say, oh, black women see how black men treat us. You know, they're not protecting us, this and that. You know, that argument that, you know, black women don't feel safe amongst black men. Right. They feel like we don't go to bat for them like they go for us. Do y'all feel like now is the time to, you know, bring up those conversations?
Here's the problem, Rob. Because you, and I'm gonna like, you do this a lot. Whenever a bitch brings up whatever her problem is, you tell her it's not a time for that. Or you tell her it's not a time for her to say it, or she shouldn't say it, or she should save it for later, or she shouldn't respond to it. Like, you have consistently done that. So just like these white people telling us not to respond like that, when the fuck is it a bitch turn to say, y'all don't look out for us? Because they've been saying it. Like, this is, I keep saying this on this podcast, this is shit that they've been saying. They didn't just start saying it last week. They've been saying it. And it's exactly what they're saying. Like, black women come up, they show up for black men. When black men are being hunted down, black women are there to protect them, black women are speaking out for them. But when it's opposite, that shit is not happening. We can go back to the Terry Crews shit when Gabrielle Union was talking about her experience with America's Got Talent. Here's a black man who has an opportunity to stand up for a black woman, and what does he do? Throws her right under the fucking bus because they offered him a job, and he says he's never seen any racism and he don't know what it's like to be a woman. That's not him protecting her. Let me think. Ari Lennox. Anytime she open her fucking mouth, she gets attacked. Every time she open her fucking mouth, she gets attacked. I don't see black men protecting her. I see black women protecting her. I see black men saying, why she saying this shit? Why she feel like she got a right to say this? She need to shut up. She need to be happy that she here. I see this shit all the time. So, again, when is the time? Like, if women are mad, it's because they frustrated just like black men are frustrated. So how are you going, again, to tell them how to respond to their trauma?
Okay. I understand. In their opinion, they feel like now is the time to have those conversations. I'm asking you guys, I don't agree with that. I think that distracts from the overall mission for the betterment of the African American race in America. Do we need to have those conversations? Yes. I'm saying, do you guys agree that in the midst of what we got going on, in the midst of
I think black women should say whatever the fuck they feel like saying when they feel that shit.
Okay.
I respect that. I feel like we can do both.
So y'all think it's conducive to the movement as a whole?
I feel like we can do two things simultaneously.
You think that black women not feeling protected is... You think that black women not feeling protected right now is conducive to the movement? You think that black women should...
it's not.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. Why would a black woman feel comfortable going out to riot if she know that her brother's not going to protect her? Like, if you talking about the movement, why would I go out and put my ass on the line when tomorrow, when the movement's over, you might beat my ass the fuck for being gay? Not you, but somebody. So why should I go put my ass on the line right now for black people? Tell me why. So let's not talk about an abstract, bitch. Why should I right now go put my physical body on the line for some niggas? I walk down the street, they might try to touch my girl ass and then try me just because I'm gay. Why should I go to bat for them?
All that shit's connected.
You know what I'm saying? And I still go to bat for them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give y'all a little bit of hell on the way. Like, I'm not just going to let off because niggas are getting killed. No, niggas are getting killed. Women are getting killed. Women are being killed by the hands of niggas. And y'all want us to feel protected. We going to talk about it all the time. You can fix two things at once, but you can't just ignore the problem because it's inconvenient to you right now. No, we're going to address both of them. They go together.
So my point is, we have been having these conversations amongst the women. You know what I mean? Right now today, like they want us to divide. Like it's known, like war strategy. If you ever read any war book, looked at any of the wars,
we already divided, Rob.
So watch. That kind of rhetoric is going to continue to divide us because
only
it seems like
it will only divide you if you reject it.
If they have an issue, we need to hear them out and work towards solving.
What's so hard about that? What's so
That's not hard at all.
I don't understand
saying
why it's even frustrating.
How is that different from saying, oh, what about black on black crime? How is saying, what about black men versus black women crime?
Women are just asking you to show up for them. We're not even comparing the experiences.
Right.
We're just asking you to show up, and you're saying, no, not right now. Don't ask us that right now.
No,
it's about us right now.
They're saying that in response to to George Floyd's situation.
All right, Rob.
I've seen it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't make this up.
You right.
I'm not. It's not a right or wrong. I asked for
no, it's a wrong, but you right.
That's opinion based.
I've seen exactly
facts.
what you're talking about. I've seen what you're talking about.
See, that's what I'm taking exception to.
I'm not saying that it can't create separation, but I'm saying that you cannot just ignore what women are saying.
I'm not ignoring.
And honestly, you can't ignore black on black crime. Like, it's not a real thing, but at the same time, a lot of it is fabricated by white people. So if we don't address the fact that a lot of the black on black crime that occurs in our community is because we're seeking goals that are not realistic because white people have created an image that is not real, we do have to talk about that shit. We should talk about that shit. We shouldn't just say black on black crime is bad. We should talk about the actual root of why black on black crime exists. We do need to talk about that shit. At the same time, we do need to talk about why women don't feel protected by black men. It fucking matters. I can't understand a way in this world where you could think that does not matter at all times.
That's never what I said here. I'm saying I don't feel that would be the best approach in moving forward when we have the whole battle against the whole system of the United States going on. Like, it's divisive.
Like that. It's never gonna stop, Rob. It's always gonna be like that.
It's at a head right now. It's not always at a head.
It's been the same, dog.
We haven't seen three murders in 1 week.
But every time something happens, pretty much this is the response to it. People get up in arms. People are more emotional when they're going through shit. Like, okay, we stand a little bit more now. And maybe it is divisive. I'm not saying it's not divisive. I'm not saying it's not fucking divisive. I'm saying you don't have to ignore an issue because another issue is happening.
No,
and I don't understand why we have to
I'm,
be talking that.
I'm not going to ignore it. Like, you know, I'm going to acknowledge it every time. And I'm just, you know, all I feel like I could do is reassure them that me, mine, and the ones close to me, I'm doing the best I can, and I'm holding the niggas around me and that I see accountable. So that's all I wanted to point out. You know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, I read The Art of War. Like, you know, I've studied different war strategies and whatnot. We at war right now, and I just don't think these sub battles, these civil wars within ourselves, are conducive to the big war.
You want to know what the big war is that at no point in history, just if you are actually to go back in time and look, have black women's issue been at the forefront of what's going on?
They haven't.
Never, not once. When feminists was doing their shit, black women were not a part of the feminist movement. They got pushed to the back. They had to choose between being women or being black. They chose being black. When they asked black men to show up for them when they needed them, they didn't show up. So it's cyclical. This shit been going on since the 40s, 50s, 60s. So how much longer, Rob? How much longer you want us to just wait and like lay back and just not say anything? Like,
no, say everything. Don't
and
say it in response
women are
to
still not feeling
the
protected
movement as the entirety.
Because I just posted some shit on the pod page today. Or yesterday,
100%,
and nobody said that they felt like women were protected. And I don't think you can ignore that shit. Like,
no, you can't. You
know what?
You can't minimize that shit though.
Something that pissed me off that kind of came to light on Twitter the other day. Some motherfucker named Shamik Moore. I don't know that nigga.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
him.
if he's from.
This nigga was like an actor or something.
Some shit like that. This nigga was in an IG Live interview. They was talking about Rosa Parks and shit, right? This nigga talking about, yeah, Rosa Parks ain't have to do that. She could have called a cab.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, what? You know what I'm saying? You talking about somebody that paved the way for black people, both, you know, men and women, should have got off the bus and called a cab. Like, nigga, is you serious?
Draw some circles around his eyes, cause he's.
Where's the fucking respect? You know what I'm saying, for our leaders?
Yeah, straight up, bro.
Especially the women. Like, bro, like I couldn't believe that shit.
I just feel like all
that
shit we don't need, cause the opposition, they see that shit and they feed off that shit. You know what I mean? They use it to rift us even more. So you know what I mean?
So just fucking protect black women. Don't make them shut the fuck up. Just actually protect them.
Nah, definitely go off. I'm gonna support y'all. I like I said, timing was off to me. Like just timing was off to me. Like, we don't need to show them our hands. Like, they see that shit. Like, they see the divisiveness, and I don't think that's conducive to the overall agenda. You know what I mean? But I agree. I'm gonna say that every time. Like, I want y'all to feel protected. Like, I feel I'm one of those niggas that still feel like black men were put here to protect our black women.
Never seen it happen.
Hey, that's you. You know what I mean? That's your experiences and shit.
Never seen it in action.
That's your experiences and shit. But regardless, I believe that's what we were here to do. That right has been taken away from us through hundreds and hundreds of years of history for, you know, various reasons.
Push on, dog. Like, come on, push along.
What's good?
I know, nah, come on. This is what.
Hey, keep it rolling.
Look like a touchy subject.
Yeah.
I get why.
Yeah, I get it is a touchy subject. So.
Black women die by the hands of black men every fucking day in domestic violence. So, if any, what protection has been taken away from y'all over the hundreds of years? I understand that crackers are killing y'all, but that is not talking about what the fuck is going on in our
Crackers
homes.
killing black women too.
I'm not talking about that. We know crackers killing black women. They are killing niggas. Crackers killing niggas and getting away with it every day. I'm talking about people feeling protected. By who?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Yep, I'm with you.
So, you know what I mean? We got some other shit we saw on social media this weekend, you know what I mean? Couple shits came out about, you know, friendships, relationships, and you know what I mean? I kind of wanted to get y'all thoughts on how do y'all go about defending y'all friendships? Like, we running, you know what I mean, circles that overlap one another. You might end up somewhere at a party or at a function with someone, and they know your partner, and your partner might come up. Like, how do you go? Like, what's your principles as it pertains to, like, standing up for your partners when they're not around to defend themselves, you know, when their name may come up in, you know, like a negative light, positive light, whatever, like how you go about that?
Well, I'm not sure if this is exactly what you're talking about, but I'm not I'm not really a gray area person like that. So, if like, let's say you got beef with another nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I'm thinking, damn, I gotta pick sides. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always ride for whoever I'm fucking with. If you don't fuck with a nigga, I ain't fuck with him either. And I mean, it's that black and white.
Word.
So I ain't gonna let no motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, throw dirt on my people name, disrespect my people, whether they present or there or absent. You know, I mean, it is what it is. If you really rock with somebody, you really respect them, that's really your people, you gonna stick up for them regardless. I
agree with that. Fire, how about you, bro? Like,
you believe that if you really rock with somebody and they're really your people, that you gonna stick up for them regardless?
Yeah, I do. And that's not to say that you're gonna make excuses necessarily for what people do, but I mean, you're gonna have their best interest in mind. You ain't gotta cover for no bullshit, but you can still be there for them, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. What you thinking?
What's your take on it, Fire?
I like slick forgot what the question is, but
and I ain't talking about like, I don't know, if my partner robbed a bank, I ain't about to be like, he ain't mean it, y'all. I'm talking about in regular, everyday scenarios, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna condone no fuck shit.
Right, I mean, yeah, yo.
Do you remember when Chris Irvin tried to kill his mama and daddy?
Yes.
And Derek Buss was like, it's okay, bro. It's okay. He was sick. He's better now. It was like the next week.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Sick.
You using live names.
I don't give a
No,
fuck.
these
this
niggas
was
did
a-
that shit. It was
Yeah.
This is a big shit.
Yeah, this
It's all over
is-
the-
you remember it if I see you the artist.
Your mama remember it because she probably taught them niggas.
Oh,
Yeah, like
There was
this
the two
was
black niggas. They looked like
They
they
were
was
brothers.
twins, but they was like a year or two apart. And they tried to gas
the house.
the house. That didn't work, so they went to poke him, motherfucker.
What?
Yeah, this was like a.
No shit about this shit.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Well, obviously you shouldn't condone that, you know.
But
they
the
had a
thing,
nigga.
what I'm saying is that people
You
did,
ride or
like,
die.
people was like, it's okay. But, not, I mean, yeah, I just don't really let people talk about, you're not gonna get over to talk about nobody I really love to my face, but I'm a different type of person, you know what I'm saying? But that said, like, I see often people not being stood up for, you know what I'm saying? And not necessarily saying it's their place, but hypothetically speaking, if a grown man was trying my homegirl and I was a grown man,
The homegirl you call your best friend,
hypothetically,
I
wouldn't let that shit slide too much, you know what I'm saying? So to kind of see shit like that happen is interesting to me. When we talking about men protecting women, it's just like, here goes a prime example of just in the simplest way. Like, you don't have to get out of your seat, like, but if somebody is saying wild shit to somebody on the internet and it's a man to a woman, you as a man should protect your homie. Like, that's a little weird when you don't. I'm looking at you funny in the light a little bit.
I'm with you.
agree.
I'm with you.
I agree. I have to agree.
But do you understand why, like, even in just such a small instance,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's so small. That's such a small way to help out your.
But it speaks volumes.
Yeah, it speaks to the general experience. Like, it's way bigger situations than that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a simple one where you can just be like, hey man, you gotta relax. Like, can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if said person has a great reason for why they feel that way, you know what I'm saying? They can have an excellent reason. It's like, you just can't do it in front of me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but ain't nobody said shit, so this shit will continue forever, and I'ma laugh.
I'm sticking up for my people, wrong or right, you know, to a certain degree, as long as if it's
Within
reason,
your moral compass.
within reason, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm closer with a lot of my friends than I am like first cousins that I took baths with and shit like that. You know what I mean? And so I'm going outside about them, pretty much. Like, I done knocked niggas out for my friends' fiancés. Like, you not finna do nothing to nobody, and I'm there like, you gonna have to do something to both of us, and that's pretty much where I stand. Loyalty big to me, you know what I mean?
And I'm type like I'm not even gonna let you I'm not gonna let you talk about your friend to me too much because I'm gonna help you save yourself. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
hell shit.
They talk about their friends, they'll talk about you.
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
And if I don't believe that you saying what you saying to me to your friend, nah. Like, and if I have a gauge for thing you say that shit to your friend, you saying like, oh yeah, well you know how this opinion, like okay we can go like that. But if you saying some wild shit about your friend that I know they have no idea you saying that shit, I'll be like, hey, I'm pump the brakes. I don't
Yeah,
give a
we
fuck.
don't,
Like,
and that's respect. That just goes to reinforce you don't condone that kind of whole ass activity, man. And hey, man, niggas talk like bitches these days. You know what I mean? I do believe that, and I want to be clear, like the state of black men, I'm not pleased with at all. Be clear, you know what I mean? I do want to acknowledge there's some niggas out there doing the right thing, moving right.
a lot.
Yeah, but overall, I don't like the state of.
It's not the majority. That's the problem. It's a lot of niggas moving great out there.
That's
like,
the whole niggas got work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a lot. It's a huge gap.
And honestly, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I totally agree. If I hold Jay accountable, Jay holds motherfucking JR accountable. JR hold, you know what I mean? I think that's how we shift that whole
That's
shit.
how you elevate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like doing the same shit over and over, you're not gonna ever get any better. So
And start violating these fuck niggas.
Yeah, hold niggas to a higher standard. Like,
Yeah,
just like
start
I'm not
violating
rolling
these
for
fuck
that
niggas.
shit. Like.
Yeah. Period. That's what it boils down to. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? One of my favorite mantras these days, men gotta be men, dog. Like, I don't want you wearing those stripes on your shoulders if you're not gonna live up to them. You know what I mean? Niggas take stripes when you you know what I mean, got the fake joints on, so you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I that's goofy shit. If you call somebody your friend, your family, like, you're not supposed to let nobody throw any dirt on their name while they not around, while they are around, period. Like, y'all in that shit together, you know what I mean? So let's get into some deep shit, man. Like,
Deep shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's deep because, you know, it happens often, but I don't really think it's touched on a lot. Like, outgrowing relationships, like, how do you know, when it's time to cut that shit off? Like, have you ever experienced that shit? If so, you know what I mean? How did you deal with it? Like, it's one of them things. Like, it happens often, but it's not spoken on a lot. In my opinion.
I'll talk about the last time I broke up with somebody, but I think it's more interesting in like heterosexual relationships from what women have told me. Like, before they break up with the nigga, like actually break up with them, they were already done like 6 months before, and that's interesting to me. Like, they like kind of just linger and try to see if a nigga come around, but oftentimes he don't, so they're like, nah, or they move on with another person. But I think that's interesting. But for me, like, bitch took me out of character, didn't like the shit, had to go.
Oh,
So it wasn't like, so it just fizzled out over time. Like, something took place.
I feel like it fizzled out really
you...
abruptly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, was it easy for you to cope with? Like,
Yeah.
so I need to get context. Were you in it with this person for an extended period of time?
No, I've never been in a real relationship.
Where, okay. You're not a player. You just used to crush a lot.
I've never been in a real relationship. Like, before I got married.
Fight future Hendrix. No,
It's really not like that. Like,
I dig it.
I don't like people, you know what I'm saying? Like, the couple times that I dated ish, I was like, damn, I don't like you.
You
Like,
cold though. You cold though. But I respect the honesty though. And I know you probably kept it a being with him throughout those engagements, man. Jay.
Well, look, we just talking relationships here, right?
Yeah,
Not friendships. Because, I had plenty of friendships, just kind of someone outgrew the other person, we went our separate ways. But as far as relationships go, that's never happened. All of my relationships have ended in dramatic fashion, going up in flames, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never no slow fizzle out.
Like on some goddamn waiting to exhale up in flames, or what we?
Maybe not literal flames, but
Gotcha. Okay.
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Just want to make sure.
shit went down. It was crazy. It's not like it fizzled out slowly over time and somebody lost feelings and shit like
But
that.
was it real relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Girlfriends.
I haven't been in that many real relationships, but even like what I would call like a fling that's happened with. You know what I'm saying? But including relationships, yeah.
Why did they end so, bro?
Bro, that's just life.
What
I ain't gonna hold you, Jay. Can I?
Why had to be something I did?
Can I speak on it, Jay? Cause you tough on him, Jay.
Look,
You tough on him, Jay.
don't let none out too confidential.
Nah.
You see, Rob seen, look, my boy Rob, he seen the
I
shit
done seen some shit.
This nigga know.
Yeah, man. I get it. So it's safe to say you have a very thin patience for the bullshit.
I mean, that's true. That it isn't always in because of that, but that is true.
So we have an audience member who would like to chime in.
Do you have thin patience for bullshit, or is it that you don't be as invested as the other person, so you don't have the energy to get back when they get upset?
Look, not even that at all. That's not even
You had to
it.
pick your cup up though.
Look, I did have to pick my cup up because I'm ready to kind of get into
You
this.
need some more?
Nah, man. Hey, shout out to this mezcal. This shit right here. Look, this shit right here tastes like it was slow roasted over open fire. Bro.
Open fire, some oak wood.
This shit
Hey,
good,
some oak wood, right?
He already refilled his cup.
Oh, that shit's smooth, man.
Some oak wood.
But nah, seriously, like whenever I start dating a young lady, I put my two
In the group chat,
Best
he call
feet
them
in.
bitches. In the group chat, he call them bitches.
I retired that word. But I
call
always
them
give
women
shit my
bitches,
best
but
effort. So
bitches,
it ain't like, you know, I was just, you know, playing around and someone else was way more serious than me. But sometimes shit just don't work out for whatever reason.
So you find out y'all ain't compatible. Is it safe to say that?
It's safe to say that.
So let me ask you this.
What
Safe to
abruptly
say that.
happens that makes you find out that y'all not
Look,
because it's not like
we're
all
not
the
even
time.
getting into all that. Like,
But that's
Well,
important.
you gotta do a deep dive.
not in this forum. That's an off-camera
Jason
discussion.
did.
That's good.
It's just something
My nigga Jason ain't gonna implicate shit
You
in
know,
shit.
exactly.
But
For the respect of, you know, the
the
person I
game.
currently deal with too. Like,
that too.
I ain't talking about all that.
In the
you know?
game, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I feel it. I appreciate that, Jay. I appreciate that. I will say, man, like, I've gone through that probably at least twice. I suck at breakups. I'm gonna keep it a whole.
Word just fizzled out. That's what you're talking about.
Shit fizzled out. So you know what I mean. My last relationship prior to, you know, the one I'm in now, 5 years. Year 3.5. I knew what time it was.
Yeah.
That's a crazy, like I still
I know
say that's a
what time
really
it is.
long time to be with somebody. That,
Yeah,
like,
It's not as long as you think.
A year and a half?
Oh, a year and a half?
And
Yeah,
not wanting to
not
be with
wanting-
that
like,
person,
knowing you
that's
don't wanna
very
be
long.
with them.
That's long.
That's
You're
a
right.
long time.
You're right.
That's when I got a short window.
That's
Once
what
I'm
I'm
done, it's like, all right.
A year and a half with
How the-
somebody you don't want to be with, like
How
fuck,
the
well, you
fuck
gotta
did
go.
you wake
I
up
say
and
6
continue that
months
shit
max
every
to
day?
get yourself together to hurt that person's feelings and leave. But
Yeah.
See, told you. Girls break up 6 months before.
Ooh, that's a long time.
I wouldn't call.
That is
But they
a
don't
long
they don't
time.
tell you that y'all
Look.
broke up. Y'all together, but they done.
But I'm not acting like I broke up. I'm not cheating. I'm not doing all of that. I've just checked out on you
mentally
emotionally,
divested.
and I have
She
to.
one of the good ones, because Lord knows we know some motherfuckers that check out.
That's
mentally
true. People
and
check out
physically.
differently.
Thought and bopping.
But me personally, I check out on
Do
you
whatever you
emotionally first, and if I'm not
makes
emotionally
you
there,
happy.
I can't have sex with you. I can't do all that extra stuff. So yeah, eventually you
She's
gonna
what they
figure
call
it out.
Look, if you mentally check out on me, tell me the first fucking day you feel that way.
No, because you gotta
I
think
promise
through
I'll
it.
put
And then you gotta give it a chance.
easier
Like
said
women
than
still,
done,
they
though.
still give it a chance, just like a lot of niggas
And
don't
depending
ever
on how
change.
long
Hey,
it's been, you gotta think through that shit. You don't want
I
to be
feel like-
impulsive.
I feel like that's disrespectful
But
to,
this is a
to
brother
your
guy,
time
nigga.
and the other person's time.
Nah, you see,
But what if you come
you're
around?
gotta be in it,
If
No,
you're mentally
no,
divested
no.
and you know that this
We're
ain't
talking
it,
about someone who doesn't get that invested.
Yeah.
why are you wasting, you know what I'm saying, your time, your
You
own
said
time?
you said after a month.
and fucking Geminis, they
I'm
don't get
saying,
invested
once you get to the
it's
point
too
where
late
you
to
feel
get
like
invested.
this is not the person for you, you are mentally and probably physically divested from them, why the fuck does it take 6 months to leave them?
Because
Like, I don't get that.
it depends on how long you've been in that situation.
It might
like,
not take 6 months to leave them. It might take 3 months for y'all to get back together, like that, and then y'all be in a better space, like
And that's okay.
And let's be clear.
That's okay.
Usually when you check out on someone long term and you tell them that, they're not going for it the first time anyway. Like it's gonna be a back and forth. It ain't gonna be no
Hey, bro.
And then
I
you
don't
gonna
know.
start stepping
Yo,
up. You gonna start stepping
Shorty
up.
told me
You
she
doing
done.
the
I'm
shit
out.
that's nothing to do, but but then that shit like slowly
Yeah,
rough. So like, so
exactly.
you adjust and you're like, okay, well this is getting better, but then it's not actually getting better. It's just some temporary shit.
Exactly.
But you still gotta give them a chance. But if you give them a chance and then they do it right and then they do it wrong again.
So it
like,
sounds like you're saying you think you know, but you don't really know 100% sure.
It's an internal
this is not
battle.
what you want.
It's an internal battle.
Okay.
And I ain't
All right,
gonna
that
hold
makes
you.
sense.
I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas
That
is
makes
selfish. Niggas wasn't trying to be done put in 3.5 years worth of work and put her back out there in the
Back
world
then.
for another motherfucker to reap the benefits. I wasn't.
Bro.
Niggas is selfish.
I will.
And also,
Y'all niggas is tripping.
also, I know me personally, I have a hard time hurting people who I care about feelings. So I called myself at the time young nigga trying to save face, but in reality, I wasn't doing nothing but hurting both.
It does
of us.
more damage than good to both of y'all.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I tell my son, like, you know.
Your
man,
son ain't gonna
listen,
have no
man.
problem telling somebody.
Hopefully my son don't get a girlfriend until he like really ready to get a girlfriend. Cause
God
that's
ain't gonna do
another,
nothing he don't wanna do.
another ball game.
Look, I don't care how much I love you. If it ain't working, it ain't working. I'll hurt your feelings. I'll hurt my own feelings to go cry in the car on the way home.
But I don't see anything wrong with that. I recently learned that is a thought process when it comes to moving on. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think for me it would be difficult, but
To what? Just drop somebody as soon as you see that sign?
like being able to go with what I feel is right versus
Right.
what I feel in my heart, like that's hard for me.
Hell yeah. It's a battle between your motherfucking head and your motherfucking heart.
Especially when it's like a little gray area, like,
I don't
is
do
this
gray
really
areas.
that serious?
'Cause like-
well, not relationship-wise, but like, is something they did worth breaking up over? Am I really that offended? Like,
Nah, but see,
is it that deep?
Do
Am
I know if we
tripping?
can come back from it?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But
exactly.
see this shit different. I wasn't necessarily like, my ex ain't never do shit that I wasn't willing to come back. This motherfucker, yeah. That I wasn't willing to come back from. My threshold, you know what I mean? Like, we was young. Like, we got together when we was 19 till I was. Yeah, she did do the motherfucking body shot on the Capitol, and I told her that motherfucking fun girl shit.
Not on the
get you out.
Capitol.
Man, not
In the promo video.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, it was on YouTube. It was on
not
YouTube.
YouTube.
It was on YouTube, and I told her that
Damn.
fun girl shit to get you out here on the street. And I told her she disgusted me. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that conversation. Like you know what I mean?
You had to be honest.
I'm like, wait now, cause the boat.
Yeah, I mean, again. I'm gonna keep it a bean. We on our shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I had did my thing, so I let her get the slipper with the boat. You know what I mean? But it was when you see yourself growing apart from someone, where like you trying to go this direction, they trying to go that direction. That's when it's really the issue. Now, if a bitch cheat on me, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like you get that pussy away, like I really will not fuck with you no more. Like I act like we never existed, type shit.
That
But
make me sick.
but some.
So,
But just not being on the same page, that's a tough one for me.
for me, I am married, so it might even be the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I ain't gonna flex. Back in the day,
A bitch toenail too long, you got down.
nah. Like, if it's some real, like, personality different shit, or, like, I got a hard line in the sand, if it's just, like, I can't even rock with you, it's a dub.
You're a vibe person.
But if you got your side nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have my side chick, like, hey, we might be able to get past that.
If we was both doing our thing while we was dating.
You really don't get it.
That's back in the day. That's not today.
God.
I had to put that out there, you know.
Word. But yeah, bro, I want to say, like, that's a painful process to watch someone you thought you was going to be with forever going a totally different direction. And I'm going to tell you, like, in both of my experiences where I outgrew the person I was with, it's like, when I was all in, they didn't want to be all in, but when I went to pull in the motherfucking way, they wanted to be all in. And
That's happened.
some shit that Bria said earlier, like, when you first tell a person, like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work, she really hit me with the, you wild nigga, what we doing this weekend? Like, so you really go through that. You really go through that. And that makes it even harder to break up with someone. Like, they always make you be an asshole to them.
That shit
and
might,
that's not
that
me.
shit might keep me hype, boy.
That's what I was gonna say. I used to.
Look,
I try to break up with a chick. She say, "Nah, nigga, you ain't going nowhere." But that shit might.
Okay, I'm not going. Okay, I stay for like a couple weeks.
Really?
That shit.
I've been like that about somebody. Like, nigga, stop playing with me.
I don't like that shit.
We be doing what I'm
up on
doing.
me.
That just shows that they're serious. They've got.
But see, that's how
real
I am.
intentions.
You can't do what I do. I'm gonna pull up on you. I might pop off. I'm gonna do all that. You can't do that shit back to me. I'll get rid of you. Do that shit to me if we ain't that. But if I do it, to
You know that's how niggas move, right? Well, most niggas, that's how niggas
Okay.
move. You can't do what I do.
you can't.
But y'all don't respect that though.
Because it's
But
not
I told you-
respectable, nigga.
I just said you can't do what I do.
I'm
So
sa-
if I
okay,
put it
I'm-
out there first,
I'm saying, so, but niggas will draw hard lines in the sand and y'all don't respect it, but
yeah,
y'all
we're
ain't
gonna go
y'all hard
different
lines in the
ways.
sand.
Like, nigga,
Yeah, okay.
I told you
Long
first.
Hey, long-
Right.
Right.
Word.
They talk a good game.
Hey, prove how bad you want this shit.
The
motherfucker
girl I
Jay.
dated before Marissa, I threw a cup at her. And that's when I knew that.
Was it a glass cup?
Nah, it was a plastic cup. It
Okay.
was drinking
But
it.
Like
it's
a red
disrespectful.
cup.
It's disrespectful.
Did it have alcohol contents in it?
Mm-hmm. It was
Oh
full
man,
too.
damn.
And I was at my mama's house, you
Why
know
you-
what I'm saying?
why you like that?
No, not like that. Not like
Not like
that.
that
I've
anymore?
never done that.
Probably
I've never done it
broke.
before and I never
Probably
did it
broke,
after.
bro.
But I was like,
So
it
she
took me, out of,
triggered
took me out of character.
Oh,
Okay.
She really took you out of character.
So-
So that makes sense. Okay.
That's serious.
Bro, when that shit get toxic, bro, you see inside of yourself, you don't even know you had.
I tried to run over an ex once, so I totally
Damn.
I did.
Wait, so you didn't try to run him over? You did run him over.
He got out the way.
Yeah, like what you
it's
did.
sad.
It was a plastic cup. That was a vehicle. Like,
No, I'm just saying, like, where I know, like, you really pissed me off. Like, I can't do this with you. Yeah, it was more so like a move. I'm leaving. Oh, I ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
Okay.
man. When people get you out of character like that, that's an uncomfortable
That's it.
feeling. Like, I
That's
can't
it.
rock with that. Knowing that a person can take me out of my personality,
Yeah.
that shit not cool.
It's
That's
one
real.
thing to
That's
argue,
real.
but it's
Cool.
another for me to be acting crazy.
I feel like long as it don't get physical, you know, you can have a conversation, you can come back from it, but don't let it be too many times because eventually you're going to lose your self-control and you're going to do something you're going to regret.
Facts.
That's true.
To my young niggas, the first sight of you feeling you lose control, you need to evaluate that situation, chief. Seek help. Talk to somebody.
Don't lose
For
your
sure.
cool. Don't hit her, cause your ass gonna be in jail on Saturday night, and she's gonna be turning up in the section. So,
Taking pictures with the motherfucking
Nah,
Classo Azul bottle and shit
yep,
in the motherfucking section.
that's a fact.
Yeah, don't hit women, man. Hit these motherfucking crackers, man. And protect y'all motherfucking self. Everybody need to be
Put that on a
motherfucking
t-shirt.
strapped. Yeah, what that hit these don't hit women.
Hit these crackers.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna put the podcast logo on the back. What's happening? You know what I mean? But again, protect yourselves, man. And shout out to them folks in Minneapolis for standing up. I salute the movement. Fight. What's the organization
I
that
got
you
a couple
donated to?
things to
Plug.
So yeah, the Minneapolis Freedom Fund. It's MN on Twitter. It's at MN Freedom Fund. They're taking all donations, and all those donations are being directly used to bail out protesters and rioters. And from what I can tell about the organization, it appears to be black run.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that they, would choose like black people to bail out first, but it does look like it's black people in charge of that. And then Atlanta is going crazy as well right now. And they've started a bail fund for protesters. That's actionnetwork.org/fundraising. And then there's an attorney in Atlanta. His name is Lawrence Zimmerman. I'm assuming no connection to George, who
It's
is
a popular ass thing.
at ATL Not Guilty. He's doing pro bono work for people who get jammed up protesting and rioting. So just something to be aware of. If you want to help out the folks on the front line, you can donate to those organizations or just promote those attorneys who are helping those people for free.
That's a fact. And if you really
Appreciate
saying you
that.
support the cause, put your money where your mouth is.
That's real. That's real.
For sure.
I gotta goddamn tap in because I want to support and do what I can. I ain't out there in the heat, but I want to support too. And you know what I mean. Although niggas unemployed, I think every little bit helps. You know what I mean? Shit. It is what it is. But shit. Episode 11, Short Change Podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Fuck with us on Instagram. Hit us up on YouTube. Get in them comments. Let us know y'all fucking with us. What y'all want to see. Got the real nigga Jay here. Homie Fife. Your boy Rob Mo. We out. Thank y'all for watching.